Listen, man, this ain't even a live stream clip. I'm not live. This is a pre-recorded video, but this is coming the morning after Game 4. After Game 4 of the Celtics versus Heat. And I wanted to talk about my Celtics because, no cap, I talked a lot of shit after Game 3. But they won Game 4. I was honestly very, very ready to accept the sweep, but we didn't get swept. So the question of the day is, do I think this team is going to come back from 0-3? Do I think this team is going to come back from 0-3? And I know a lot of y'all are wondering what I think about it. But I'm not going to be live streaming today because I don't live stream on Fridays. Not Fridays, Wednesdays, excuse me. Time passes by when you're having fun. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, to answer the question though, like I said on the stream yesterday, nothing different. My mind's telling me no, right? My mind's telling me no. We're down 0-3 for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's because we're inconsistent. It's because we don't got our dog. I feel like we don't got enough dog in this team. It's because our stars are inconsistent. It's because our defense and honestly offense isn't connected enough. It's because our coach has timeout calling issues, rotational issues, lack of adjustments issues. All of the things that I've said. my mind is telling me no. Also, someone tweeted out the stat in our last, 4 or 5 game 5s in Boston, we have lost. The last time we won a game 5 in Boston was in 2018. My mind is telling me no. My mind is telling me that game 5 was a fluke. It was a last hurrah. It was a, let's just not go down sad type of game. My mind is telling me, no team has ever come back from 0-3. So why the fuck would this Celtics team do it when they have shown what they've shown? But shout out to Robert. Never mind, not shout out to Robert. Fuck Robert. But my body is telling me yes. My body, my heart is telling me that this team can come back from 0-3. I'm going to keep it a bean. I'm going to keep it a stack. That's what I feel. That's what I feel, man. I feel like the Miami Heat fucked up giving us one game. I feel like the Miami Heat should have put out this team when this team had no confidence. That's what I feel like. And I love what I saw from this team last night. And it was things that I truly think can be repeated for the next couple of games. I just need 3 games, y'all. I just need 3 games. And then we could lose game 1. But I just need 3 games. What I saw from the Celtics last night was terrific ball movement. It wasn't all ISO ball. But at the same time, there was enough plays in the game to allow a Jason Tatum to cook a motherfucker like Max Strus. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't too heavy on one side or the other. I think the problem with this team that I've seen throughout the playoffs is like they just can't find that balance of getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum enough touches to get them going and giving them too many touches. Last night was a perfect balance. What I saw last night was a lack of whining and bitching to the refs. Wasn't perfect. Body language wasn't perfect. I mean, we wasn't blowing them out from the start. You know what I'm saying? We are still down 0-3. There were some calls to be frustrated about. But compared to what I saw in Game 3, specifically Game 3, not as much whining and bitching. Not as much settling for bad threes. On the defensive end, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, that was the one thing I was happy about, if anything. Rotations were being done at the right time. People wasn't lacking. People were paying attention to their man. People were diving on the court. There was effort. There was communication. The team just felt together last night. The team just felt together last night. And people are going to talk about the three-point shooting and how, that was a crazy three-point shooting now from the Boston Celtics. Can they do it again? I think they can. They got the personnel to do it. And maybe not as crazy as last night, but I truly don't think we need as crazy as last night three-point shooting to win a game. But what I do need is for Jaylen Brown to not shoot 10% from three. What I do need is for Al Horford to not shoot 28% from three. What I do need is for Derek White to keep doing what he's doing. What I do need is for Malcolm Brogdon to keep contributing. What I do need is more consistency from Grant Williams from the three. So it's not a matter of, do I think the Celtics can just shoot the lights out for the rest of the series? I just have more faith in the dudes that are playing like shit right now to regress back to their norm. Just a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. That's what I have faith in going into Game 5. But yeah, my body is telling me that the Heat fucked up giving us another game. Giving us a light, a blueprint, confidence. And I feel like this series as well is so different from a lot of the 3-0 leads in NBA history, because out of the 150 series that have started off with a 3-0 lead, a majority of those series was a team with the higher seed being up 3-0. So what does that mean? Even if the lower seed wins game 4, 2 of the last 3 games are still going to be in the higher seed's home court. The amount of times the lower seed has been up 3-0 on the higher seed has actually only been 13 times, which to the Heat's credit is fucking impressive. It's a mark of how dominant they've been and how shocking this series has been for this series. But it's interesting and it's different in the fact that, because of the fact that the Celtics won game 4, 2 of the last 3 games of the series are going to be in Boston. Now then again, this is where my mind comes back in and says, the Celtics are not a good home team. That whole Game 5 record that I mentioned in the past. But, this is the blind faith that I have. This is the blind faith that I have in this team. I don't know. I just feel like we can do it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like we can do it. Also with the Miami Heat, I feel like there's going to be a regression on both ends. I don't know if aggression's like the opposite. But I feel like the Celtics players who are playing like shit, they're going to play a little bit better. Just nothing crazy, just a little bit better. And the players who are playing like gods on the Heat, they're just going to, regress back down a little bit. Caleb Martin averaging 20 points a game on insane efficiency. Maybe that'll go down to 14, 15 on good efficiency. Gabe Vincent, and shout out to Gabe Vincent. Hopefully he gets better with that ankle. He's been playing like fucking Damian Lillard this series. I think he's averaging like 50% from the line, or from the 3-point line. Excuse me. Maybe that goes down to 38. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that crazy? I don't know. I also like the coverages that we sent to Jimmy last night. I think that is something that can be repeated. Going throughout the rest of the series. I don't know, man. I just like our chances. And this is another reason why is because, like the Heat, I think the Celtics are a team that, one, likes to play with their food. I don't give a fuck what Knicks fans have to say. That's the main reason why that series went to 6, is because Jimmy Butler was playing with his food. Right, Jimmy Butler was playing with his food. Didn't really take the Knicks seriously, but when it was time to turn up, he turned up. I think the Celtics, and this is the reason why this team is so frustrating, specifically this whole season, but more specifically this playoff run, has shown that they do like to play with their food. Against the Hawks, we saw it. Against Philly, we saw it. Against Miami, again, this is no disrespect to what the Miami Heat have been doing, but they like to play with their food. But on the contrary, when their back is truly against the truly against the wall. Truly against the wall. This team shows up. This team shows up. I saw it after game 5 against the Hawks when people were like, yo, ain't no way this team is going to blow a 3-1 lead to the Hawks. Did it in game 6. Their backs could have been against the wall a little bit more, obviously. But you get what I'm saying. Motherfuckers were shitting on the Celtics after game 5, calling them frauds, calling them this, that, and the third. Went into Atlanta, shut everyone up. Against Philly, going into game 6, and even in game 6, I ain't gonna lie, I have never seen 3 quarters from a player who was even in superstar conversations play that bad. Everyone else was actually playing good that game. Truly, the whole series, everyone else was playing pretty decent against Philly. Jason Tatum, you know what happened. 4 threes in the last 5 minutes of the game, right? Game 7, back against the wall. Come on, Philly. Come on, Ali. I don't know if you're watching this clip. You know what happened. You know what happened. Now, this series, again, complacency hit them again. But the amount of hate, the amount of shit that this team after game 3, that, to me, that was the, okay, yo, we got to tee up moment of this series from top to bottom. Like, yo, we got to tee the fuck up. And there is nothing more fun as a Celtics fan. And I feel like this team also thrives on that underdog mentality. And essentially, they have forced themselves into another underdog situation. As crazy as it sounds, they forced themselves to another underdog situation, even though in actuality they shouldn't be. In actuality, they shouldn't be. And that gives me faith. That gives me faith. On the other side of things, the Heat are the same way. I ain't gonna lie. like the Heat are the same way. I think the Celtics are gonna play. I think they're gonna play with passion. They're gonna tee up in Game 5. I like our chances of winning Game 5, but that Game 6, I can't even say it's really what I'm worried about because I'm worried about Game 5 more than anything. But that Game 6 is gonna be like, I feel like the Celtics are going to go into Miami with too much momentum. They're going to come in there entitled and feeling like, yo, we're the shit, man. We're taking this back to Boston, baby. And then we're going to go to the finals, baby. And then they're going to lax off a little bit and play lazy. And the Heat are going to sense that they're going to be the underdogs going into that game. That's what I'm worried about. Because this team likes to put their foot off the gas pedal. But we'll see, though. To give y'all a more concrete answer, I have faith in this team coming back and at the very least forcing a Game 7. I have faith that this team will come back from a 0-3 lead. How much that faith is, I'm going to give it 25%. I'm going to give it 25%. Will that go up after next game? Yes, it will. It definitely will. And for all the shit talk that I've definitely done, and for all the shit talk I've done about the Boston Celtics, I ain't gonna apologize now. We haven't done shit. We just won Game 4. But if y'all gonna call me a backtracker, call me a backtracker. If y'all gonna call me a backtracker, call me a backtracker. I said it on the stream. Should have said it in the video. If I'm proven wrong, you think I'm complaining? You think I'm losing sleep over the mentions? Prove me wrong. Jason Tatum, prove me that you are that guy. Jaylen Brown, prove me that you are worth that Supermax. Joe Mazzulla, prove me that you are a good coach. You think I'm gonna complain if they actually do that? Then you got me fucked up. Listen, man. Subscribe to the channel for my next live stream. The next live stream will be on Thursday. And we'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace out.